get asked a lot about my hair, so I'm going to talk to you guys about how I do it. Some of the products behind me, I'll show you how I apply them. I'm going to basically break down how I would go about doing it and simplify the technique so that you guys can recreate it at home. So 1-inch flat iron is what I would suggest. I just have a Chi. I have it set to temperature 410. I would always suggest using it on the lowest setting, around 300 just to start. And you're just gonna wanna start with some like alligator clips. But I'm gonna start off by just parting off my hair. So I'm gonna start right at mid. And I've got natural wave and no product in my hair right now. If you have thin hair at all, fine hair, you're gonna wanna start with something like a builder of some sort. So a mousse or a cream, you're gonna apply that to your hair wet and then blow dry so you're kind of at this point. So you have like a little grit. But because I have such thick hair, I don't have to start with that. I just start with like just shampooed, conditioned, clean hair, air dried. So I'm just gonna start by curling, and I'm gonna go back and forth, forward and frontward. To start, practice with it cold. So unplug your flat iron and just practice this motion of turning and not stopping. So I'm just going and curling, and then I'm straightening, curling and straightening. And this is gonna give you that kind of like beachy, tousled, imperfect look. And when I do this technique, I can wear it for like 3 to 4 sleeps. Like I can go to bed 3 or 4 times, and I can wear it a long time. You might want to leave the curl really nice and tight. That kind of gives you, again, that kind of tousled look. And I'm not going to curl every single piece. The idea is to kind of let some of this imperfect natural show through. And then when you get to your front up here, I'm going to part from my right to my left. So I'm going to take this front piece in a bigger section, and I'm going to pull it away from my hair. Again, I'm raking it out, so I kind of get that like nice wave up through here. And then just piecing this out if anything seems too curled. So there's that side. You guys probably won't be able to see this side very well, so I'm just gonna do it real quick. If you stop in the middle of your roll, you're gonna create a crease, and it's gonna get really curly. So you have to keep this motion all the way, and you're pulling out away from your head. And you almost want to you can keep it vertical or horizontal. That's what it looks like when you're going vertical. You're keeping it up and down. This is what it looks like when you're keeping it horizontal. And I'm just parting section by section. My sections are not perfect. They're about 1 inch in width here, and then again, I'm just taking just chunks. And I'm not looking for like specific sizes when I'm doing this. The more imperfect, the better. You're not looking for the perfect curl, you're just looking for that like beachy, imperfect wave. But everything at the crown here, I'm gonna pull back, and then everything in front of the crown, I'm gonna work forward. So I'm like giving myself some height at my root so that my hair can stay kind of big and full. And then for those of you that have that kind of finer, thinner hair, this will help you build that body up versus like just out. So working it back and then forward. So the next thing I'm gonna add to the hair is like a texturizing spray. Most of them are salt-based, so they're gonna have like a pump feel to them, not aerosol. There is such a thing as using too much of this product, so you want to use it sparingly, especially for those of you that have thin or fine hair. For those of you that have curly, naturally thick hair, you can really go to town with this product. It will really just be your best friend regardless of your hairstyle, but just use it sparingly if you've got that thinner or fine hair. So two of my favorites, Sexy Hair just came out with like a texture line that I really, really love. It's called Beach and Spray. It smells kind of salty, kind of beachy, and then Awapui by Paul Mitchell. Every time I use it in my clients' hair, they love it. It's like a ginger based, so it almost has like this black licorice smell to it. It's super yummy. But again, it's kind of this thicker aerosol spray. So I apply this to dry hair, and you can kind of see that it just is like fluffing my hair. I like that it's aerosol because it kind of re-wets the hair and it breaks down that curl and rakes it out, so it's not so curly and it's more imperfect. And then this is like my most favorite product. If Sexy Hair ever retires it, I might cry. It's called Play Dirty number 4. It's 4 on 4, so 4 shine, 4 holds. If you have long or short, this is going to be your best friend. If you're doing waves, curls, braids, anything, it will help like build texture. It helps hold, but it gives shine and like pliability. So I apply it 2 different ways. One is on my hand, so you can kind of see that it's like shiny. It's not matte. It's got that level 4 shine. And I'll apply it to my hands almost like a lotion, and then I'll throw it in my hair. And then the other way to apply it is obviously just to spray it. This, just like the texturizing, you can use too much, especially if you have fine, thin hair. So use it sparingly, start out with your hands and then apply it, and then you're just, again, throwing it in, moving it around, and playing with the hair. So this is it. This is what my hair looks like 99% of the time. It's pretty easy. Takes me about 5 minutes, to be honest with you. So starting out, be patient. Might take you more like 15, but I think if you guys practice, you can get a very similar look. So I hope it helped.